Hawaii for 2 weeks than leaving my 14-year-old grandson with me. Oh, Blanche, that's wonderful news. Why, you shouldn't be upset.
No, I should be upset. How am I supposed to study for my French final with a 14-year-old in the house? It's hard enough with an 80-year-old.
You were... Oh, Sophia, that smells heavenly. Is it Chef Boyardee? Stick it in my heart, Rose. It'll hurt less. Oh, girls, I cannot believe how extravagant I've been. It cost too much money, but when I saw it in the window, I had to have it.
What?
Look at this.
Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. They aren't here anymore. Let's go check our rooms.
Oh, I just thank God they didn't take my Chinese vase. Oh, I'm going to check the kitchen. Wait, don't leave me. What'll I do if they come back?
Show them your slides of Hawaii.
You mustn't rush into anything, Blanche. You hardly know him.
I just wonder what my husband George would think about me and Harry.
Well, if he was alive, he probably would not like it. But since he's dead, I don't think it poses a problem.
Well, I just want him to know that I'm happy, but that I could never...
Why, you devil, you!
So that was what we heard, Rose.
Rose got lucky.
Not so lucky. The man in your bed is dead.
What?
Dead.
Oh, Sophia.
He's not dead. I was just...
Then this morning I woke up and I was in the shower shampooing my hair and I heard humming. Well, I thought there was someone in there with me. No, it was me. I was humming. And humming means I'm feeling good. And then I realized I was feeling good because of you. You made the difference.
It'll be a pleasure welcoming you into our little family, and I just hope that you and Kate have all the happiness in the world.
Me too. And maybe one of you children will be a real doctor.
Absolutely awesome.
We better get to the church. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Grandma, why don't you come with me and Daddy?
Come on, Sophia, it'll be fun. We can catch up with old times.
No, we can't. I had a stroke. Luckily, my memories of you were wiped out.
Kate's chin.
Mother, you promised.
I know. Just ignore me, Stan. It should be easy. You've had plenty of practice.
Oh, Princess, before I forget, I want to invite you and Dennis to come spend some time with Chrissy and me in our new house in Maui.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's primo.
Leaving from the airport any minute. Oh, my God, that's him.
Oh, how does the dressing room look?
Oh, who cares? How do I look?
Welcome, Mr. Ma.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Give me those. What are you doing here?
I had an hour to kill before work. I thought I'd swing by to meet Mr. Hollywood. I've been working since 1904. Besides, they have a category for people over 80.
I think it's a terrific idea. Maybe we ought to join.
We already did.
What did you say?
I said we already did.
Rose, I work all week. The last thing I want to do is walk 10 miles on a Saturday.
We won't be walking. We're going to sit.
Our own problems?
I can't find my lucky handkerchief.
Lucky handkerchief?
What the hell are you, a minor bird? I'm trying to get my kit together for a major bingo game, and it's not here. There's no way I can play without it. It's like Kareem without his goggles.
I'm sorry, Sophia. I'm just so upset.
You know, you would feel a lot better if you...
Sweet Virginia. Now, what do you want?
What is it with you? You just step on any kind of tender moment.
Oh, tender moment, my foot. All my life, you've taken everything that ever meant anything to me.
What did that take? A couple of cashmere sweaters and a poodle skirt?
Oh, well, the most wonderful thing happened. They found a donor. An excellent match. She was a retired Mormon school teacher.
Virginia's so lucky.
Oh, I'll say. That kidney was showroom new.
I have to stink. And if you stay and work at it and everything turns out, you'll have a place to visit when the things at home really get to stink.
I just can't, come here whenever.
You can just, come here whenever.
Well, I don't mind the garden. But it's like the vacuum.
Ma, what are you doing?
Losing? It's strip poker.
That's it. Game's over.
Who do you think you are, Donald Trump? You don't own this casino. She's always telling me what to do.
Blanche, are you in a good mood?
Dorothy, you always could see right through.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
It took a computer to come up with this? I'm Dorothy. These are my friends Blanche and Rose. How do you do? How do you do? Eddie, I hope you're not too terribly disappointed.
Sophia, honey, you can't just sell my house. Is this in dollars?
No, it's in cucumber rolls. Of course it's in dollars.
Sophia, what's this all about?
You tell me. I'm not the one who put the for sale sign on our front lawn.
What?
Oh, why not? I mean, the day's shot anyway.
Great, and after I can take you to dinner. How about that little seafood place near the Fontainebleau where we run our honeymoon?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
If memory serves me correctly, the last time we excused ourselves before the main course and rushed back to the hotel.
I was too shocked, and I didn't know how to tell him. And to tell the truth, I don't even know what I want to tell him.
What do you mean?
I mean that I am totally confused about what I feel.
Hi, Stan. Hello, Stan.
Blanche?
So you just want us to get right back together again, right? Just like that. I mean, Stan, we're divorced. Stan, you walked out on me. You left me for another woman.
Dorothy, I realize I may be rushing things, but think about it. We had 38 years together. A lot of it was good.
What's a nice boy like you doing with ulcers anyway? You got a job that pays and a girl who'll do anything for you. Anything. You will, won't you, Dorothy?
I'll take that as a have a good time.
Don't worry, Mrs. Petrillo. I'll have your little girl home at a reasonable hour.
Don't bother. You kids have fun. I won't wait up. Have her back by Tuesday.
What else is on your list, Dorothy?
I wanted to entertain people.
Oh, you an entertainer?
Well, yes. I was in the drama club. I was also voted the most humorous girl in my class.
She went to a special school for the dull.
I did not.
Okay, it's time. Bag.
I'll get it.
I'll get it.
Ma, I said I'd get it.
I don't want you to get it.
Let's not argue. You get it.
What am I, your servant?
Mary!
Dorothy.
Honey!
Hey, welcome, stranger. Come in here and sit down.
So how have you been doing?
Tell me, sweetheart, you having fun in high school?
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I loved high school. It seems like only yesterday, riding around with the boys in their cars and the dances.
And don't forget the hint.
What is it, Rose? Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. St. Luke's Hospital wants me to come in for some kind of test. That's where I had my gallbladder out 6 years ago.
Can I see it, Rose?
They throw organs out after surgery.
The letter, Rose.
In case I'll get a boob job, too. I'm not going to the hospital. People die there. They go in, they don't come out.
Ma, that is not true.
I'm still not going.
Sophia, you have to go. You can't just ignore your hernia.
Blanche is right. I mean, right now it's very minor. But, honey, left untreated, it could be very serious. Honey,
Leave. My secret admirer wants me to meet him for lunch.
oh, Blanche, I can't believe you're going to do it. I mean, sure, the flowers are nice, but, honey, are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into?
Oh, come on, Dorothy. How much trouble can I get into in a public place?
How soon we forget the Greyhound Terminal incident.
The Woods did once when I was a young'un.
I mean, besides using phrases like neck of the woods and young'un?
They burned books. The townspeople made a big pile of them out in front of the library, and they threw a torch on top.
Only Big Daddy was outraged. He fought his way through that crowd, clawed his way to the top of that...
Oh, well, I'm sure he's not dead. Rose, go look.
Come on, Dorothy, he's sleeping. I don't want to wake him.
You could light firecrackers in his nostrils. You won't wake him.
All right, now, Rose, go on. I don't want dead people in my house. Well, what's the matter, honey? Did you have a bad time with Ray? It wasn't Ray. His ex-wife, Myra, ran into the Chowder Heads where we were eating and started yelling at me. And then she grabbed a lobster out of the tank and forced me out of the booth.
How was the lobster at Chowder Heads?
Let me keep my room, and I have an interview with McDonald's today. If I can see over the counter, I'm their new fry girl.
Rose, what happened?
My brakes went out, and the car wouldn't stop.
Oh.
My whole life flashed before my eyes, and the Nuderflocken twins played a...
Sex life.
Now, I knew somebody who had 7 husbands, and 6 of them died of stomach ailments. Well, they arrested her. She'd been putting ground glass in their salads.
Why?
Because she ran out of croutons. Because she wanted to kill them, Rose.
Sophia, why don't you teach me the recipe? I'm practically a daughter.
Because you have to hand it down to a blood relative or the queen of the festival. When was the last time you had sex?
A couple of weeks ago.
Let's not split hairs. Congratulations, you're the queen.
Mom, these numbers don't make sense. They can't be right.
They're right, Kirsten. I had them checked with a lawyer and an accountant.
But there's nothing here.
Of course there is.
I mean, there's nothing close to what should be here. Daddy was one of the most successful insurance salesmen in his company.
Gosh, it's only 1 week till spring break, and I have so much to do. I have to get new T-shirts for the wet T-shirt contest.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to spring break this year.
College kids, America's best and brightest are coming to town. It'll be nice to get mooned again. I am. This is wonderful. Your sister found a man.
I don't believe this. All the years I was with him, he was a yutz. She goes to bed with him, and it's great?
That's right. It was wrong for you. He's perfect for her.
Ma, that's ridiculous.
Look, Gloria isn't the kind of woman that does well by herself. She's the kind of woman who needs a rich man to buy her things and...
General terms, and I make up wild, crazy names for my patients, so there's no way she could know who I was talking
Yeah,
about.
but nevertheless...
Oh, my God, I'm in the way. I can go in the kitchen. Why don't I go in the kitchen? You know, I used to worry that I would miss something, but that was before Richie. He's making me so unneurotic. Don't talk about me, it'll kill me.
Oh, well, now, isn't that sweet? But, honey, with all those people, there's no way you're ever going to get the Pope to notice you.
Oh, he'll notice me.
I'm home. Rose, happy. Sophia, listen, how about this one? Elderly white male with broken hip seeks elderly white female. I am into massages, bran muffins, and the book Final Exit. Please respond quickly or I'll do it. It's like sex in the new Russia. Is it worth standing in line for?
Well, I've been working on a whole list of ideas that have nothing to do with sex, but they keep turning me down.
Oh, like what?
Well, things I think people would be interested in. Like, who's in charge?
I'm sorry, Sophia. I know how you go on about shoes.
Honey, we both know what's going to happen. I take you down to Shimshak's, we walk in the door, and all the salesmen disappear. I have to go to the back of the store and bribe them to come out and help you.
Please, those people love me.
For $10, they love you.
Just achingly unbearable peak.
Oh, come on, Blanche. You really think a full moon can do all that?
Well, just in case, I'm also filling a watermelon with tequila. But it's not just a full moon, Dorothy. It's a leap year's full moon. Anything can happen. All your dreams can...
She cursed me.
I don't know. Maybe because you gave her the cold that eventually killed her. The point is, on her deathbed, she laid a curse on you. Beware the leap year's full moon.
That's it? That's the curse?
What'd you expect, poetry? The woman was on her deathbed. Give her a break.
I can see how close the two of you are and how close you are to Rosa Blanche.
Well, we've all learned a lot from each other. Hey, Ma taught me life does not end because you've reached a certain age, and I've become much more comfortable with my sexuality because of Blanche. And Rose has taught me how to tie a square knot.
Well, I am glad somebody taught you how to do this.
I just love to watch you two kiss. The last picture was a little blurry. It was hard to tell who was who. No offense, Pussycat.
Pussycat, huh? Nobody's called me that since
The expensive restaurants and the jet. Hell, even I'm impressed by the jet. Now, I haven't been wealthy all my life, you know.
Oh, really?
No. I started out in the shipping department of a large manufacturing company.
A moron, but he knows how to fix a toilet.
This is fine with me. But the longer I let you do it yourself, the more I'm going to get paid when you finally call.
Yeah, well, I have news for you, Lou. We are not calling, ever.
You ladies haven't seen the last of me. And you want to know why? Because as we say in the plumbing game, it's net...
Hi, girls.
When did you get back?
Oh, a few minutes ago. What a day. I'm exhausted.
Oh, where'd you go?
Bermuda. Only Richard had a last-minute appointment, so it was just me and the kids. Oh, we had a terrific time, though, swimming and playing and talking. They're lovely children.
Does this mean you're going to marry Richard?
All smarter and more talented than I was. And then when I was 16, I discovered I had a talent, too. The talent to drive men crazy with a body that many said should have come with a warning label.
Blanche, please.
After a while, I learned that I could use my looks to my advantage, so I did. Regularly.
Station. I usually listen to WXDC, All Talk Radio, but this morning a little voice told me to turn the dial, so I did, and I tuned in right in the middle of this contest. They were looking for the 12th caller. Well, 12 has always been my lucky number, so I pulled over and I got my change ready. I always keep 2 dimes.
As it turns out, it wasn't such a bad thing to do. The stuff tasted great, and Salvador decided to market it. At first, it didn't move so well. Linguine with ear salve on a menu doesn't look too appetizing. But once he changed the name to pesto sauce, it moved like hotcakes.
That's to Rose, but I'm glad she wasn't here when I dropped by today.
Well, really, what a sweet thing to say. That must be why I date more than she does.
And I meant what I said about that diet of yours. Men of our generation like a little meat on their women. Maybe you don't want to pinch an inch, but I do.
Milton.
Kitchen is.
Well, I figured the way I've been crashing into everything, you'd rather get it.
Maybe you should get your drink of water yourself.
I thought you said you'd look after me, Rose.
Lily, if you can't even get yourself a drink of water, you're helpless. And that scares me.
How do you think I feel?
I've never been in a place like this. Are these all real cowboys?
Of course, Blanche, come on.
What did the doctor say?
The worst, just the worst thing ever.
Oh, no, honey. It's not. It's okay. The baby's going to be fine. Sweetheart, you'll have amniocentesis and the baby will be just fine.
We'll help you. You won't have to do it alone. The baby will have 3 mothers.
Oh, it'll be such fun, honey. We can take turns feeding him. We can take turns waiting.
Old as you are and still be in the business. Well, good luck.
I've never felt so good and so cheap in my whole life. Why do people die, Dorothy?
Oh, Rose, please. I don't even know why fools fall in love.
Chances equally.
Equally, I figure your share should be about half. After all, you're the one who killed her. up and get this over with.
Oh, Blanche, try.
We're interested in arranging a funeral.
Isn't that lovely? The three of you planning ahead for Mother.
Hey, Pfeiffer, how would you like a punch in your face? And it's touching how that Great Dane is paying its respects.
I was pretty surprised myself.
Well, I'll bet. To think Jean would prefer Rose over me? That's ridiculous.
It's pretty.
Now you tell me the truth. If you had to pick between me and Rose, who would you pick? Who?
Blanche, pull yourself together.
It was the first year after Charlie died that was the hardest. I'd lie awake for hours. I just could not get used to sleeping alone. Then I started taking the extra pillows and shoving them under the covers so I... Oh, I see your point. Well, what about this? Miami is nice, so I'll say it thrice.
Right, who the hell says thrice?
It's a word.
So is interuterine. My son is an artist.
That's a nice way of saying he's a loser.
My son is not a loser. He happens to be very talented.
Yes, at taking advantage of poor young girls.
There, you see, you both agree he does have talent.
Rose, face it. Your daughter moves faster than Marcus Allen.
I can't face it.
Greatest dog in the world. The present company excluded. Oh, I loved that dog. He was always with me. I thought I'd never be able to get along without him. And one day he died. I cried for a week. And I decided then I would never, ever go through that again.
Brains in your ascot? Where'd you get the idea I was a wealthy widow?
Oh, Jerry Giordano.
I just told him that's so he'd take me to bingo.
You are the wealthy widow?
I can't even keep a minimum balance in my checking account.
My regards to your lovely family.
I don't know what you're so upset about.
First Noel, the angels did say. Did I ever tell you about that? One Christmas, we tried to launch a production of A Christmas Carol with an all-chicken cast.
God, look at the time.
Isn't that late? This is not just a plate, mister. This is a family heirloom. It's great-great-grandma Nyland's ceremonial wedding plate. A wedding plate? Yes. The bride's family fills the plate with fruit, and then at the wedding, all the guests eat from it. And when the last piece is gone, that's when the bride and groom leave to start their wedding night, which takes place in...
My name's Biff. I'm a drifter. My story isn't a pretty one, but it's one that needs to be told. It was 1950.
Excuse us.
How much longer are you planning on staying in town, Biff?
Hard to tell.
Well, I'm going to keep my eye on you.
The sun was mighty hot today, wasn't it, Joe?
No color will return. Bye-bye.
Now, who in hell was that?
Another one of Rose's new friends.
Friends? They're more like animals. All they do is party and carry on all hours of the night. I am abhorred.
We know what you are, Blanche. I'm glad to finally hear you admit it. Her cousin Joe is hanging the wallpaper in Tony Bennett's guest bathroom.
Oh, that's nice.
He says celebrities stop by there all the time. And one day he saw Dean Martin, Liberace, Don Rickles, and Mitzi Gaynor.
All of these people stopped by to use the bathroom on the same day?
What am I, urologist to the stars?
Say my prayers.
Oh, Rose, God wouldn't mind if you skipped a night. He's very busy these days. Most of his free time is spent talking to Pat Robertson.
Hello, God, it's me, Rose Nyland. I'm sorry to be getting in touch so late tonight. I hope I didn't cold winter's night, but all year long. Take care of him, God. If anything happened, I just...
Rose, thanks for the lovely prayer. Now shut up and get into...
It's better as a teaching priest at St. Helens instead of a parish priest here. Well, we're gonna miss you around here.
Look, I know priests are men and they have urges. What is it, lust? It'll pass. I do without you, get used to it. Get cable TV.
You said, if you could erase this one day, is this still the man you want to spend the rest of your life with?
And you said yes, and I thought to myself, idiot. But I kept my mouth shut. I knew this was a decision you had to make.
So you're saying that I should stay out of this mess between... Ma, that looks like a cookie.
Sophie, honey, I think you put too much rum in it.
So stick an umbrella in it and serve it with straws. Everyone will think they're a Trader Vic's.
Well, let's take it in the living room. Roberta's going to be here any minute.
You prefer homemade.
I also prefer milk straight from a cow. I adapt. This is awful.
Ma, if you want...
Boy, it's great being rich.
I cannot believe we spent so much money that we don't have yet.
Relax. When I looked in on Baby this morning, he was a half hour away from sizzling.
Oh, well, Rose Nyland, shame on you. Caught with a gentleman.
Oh, that's too bad.
Tragic.
Terrible.
But there's hope.
What?
There's really nothing wrong with Baby, physically.
He has a mental problem.
4 grown women decide to live with a pig, and he's the one with a mental problem?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a
Chip in and get Rose a CAT scan.
Rose, is there a point to your story?
Well, of course there's a point to it. Mrs. Gunderson was a really sweet woman, but she just couldn't do the job anymore.
Then it's settled. We fire Marguerite.
Oh, but couldn't we wait just a few more days?
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Number One Communist. Happy birthday to you.
Ma, what are you doing here? Remember your hunch about your nephew, Angelo? You said one day he'd be Pope.
Dorothy, you gotta pay attention. I said one day he'd sell dope. What do you think he went to Attica for? The volleyball program?
Dorothy, Rose, talk to me. You girls have got to believe me.
We believed you once, Blanche. We're not falling for it again.
Falling for what? I told you the truth.
Oh, Blanche, come off it. You really expect us to believe that Gil was...
He is. And that's why I'm going to be honest with you about something else, too. I'm not who you think I am. In 1968, I had an operation. Until that time, I lived life as part-time stenographer and mild-mannered housewife.
Driving until we've gone over all the rules in the driving manual.
What's to go over?
How much distance should there be between you and a fire hydrant?
What am I, a poodle? Oh, morning, girls.
Morning.
Hey, what got you two up and out so early?
Little something for you.
My ring.
I didn't want you to sell it, not like this.
How did you know?
Well, I called while you were out. Sophia told me what happened, so I went down and bought it back.
Stanley, you didn't have to do that.
I wanted to do it, Dorothy.
All right, Dorothy, what are we going to do about this?
We are not going to do anything. Blanche, it has taken me a whole month to find this dress. You are simply going to have to take yours back.
Oh, Dorothy, be reasonable. This dress looks so much better on me than it does on you.
Hi, girls.
Oh, I love your...
You may be right.
Good night, Charlie.
I am too smart for you. I am not falling for any more of your practical jokes.
Laszlo, we came over for you to decide once and for all which one of us you want for your statue.
Rose,
I knew it! It's me! Walk, suckers! He wants me!
Rose, he just wanted to say something to you.
I wanted to say that I would rather not decide at all.
Oh, but Laszlo, you've got to. It's the only way.
I'd like Blanche to go to bed at 8 o'clock.
At least not by herself.
No, Blanche is depressed, Rose.
Do you think she's depressed about Rebecca?
No, Rose. She's depressed because Marblehead Manor is only on once a week.
Why, Hi, Blanche. Have you decided who you're going to be at the masquerade ball?
Yes, I'm going as Eve from the Garden of Eden. All I'll need is a few strategically placed leaves.
What about a snake? Makes with you.
Because you have different interests. Now, is it too much to ask of my best friends that they respect my right to have different interests and different people in my life?
I guess not.
Oh, thank you. And I promise we'll do something together real soon, okay?
You know, Mr. Rose.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sister Blanche. We're here collecting lingerie for needy, sexy people.
I just heard on TV.
I don't smell anything.
Are you wearing something?
A little Ben Gay on my knees. A little Vicks on my chest. A little deep heat on my neck.
What are you trying to do, pickle yourself? Why didn't you tell me it was Father Leahy?
Well, I assumed you knew.
No, I didn't. I mean, frankly, I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah, well, me too. Well, what difference does it make? We can still be...
That's a good bell.
Get the door. Shrimp?
Sophia, isn't there anything we can do to convince you to stay?
Come on. Vincenzo says he's finished. He wants us to take a look.
Oh!
Fine.
Don't believe it!
This is terrible.
Well, I'll admit it's a little drab, but with some plants and some nice
It's
furniture.
a garage, you twit. Mr. Terrific, I think that Lex Luthor and the Joker are harassing an old lady in the stairwell. Could you come in and melt them with your X-ray vision?
Mr. Terrific doesn't have X-ray vision.
Please, Rose, this is no time to point out his shortcomings.
I'm wearing his medical alert bracelet.
When did this start?
Well, I have been allergic to penicillin ever since...
Not bad. I mean, the sick relationship.
Por favor, let me explain. I still care for you deeply. I did not mean for this to happen. It just did when I...
Invited me yesterday after the movies.
He invited me yesterday after dinner.
This was bound to happen. The two of you have been running that man ragged for weeks. It's no wonder he got confused. Hello?
Confused? How could he possibly confuse this young, nubile body with that raisin in winter graders with you?
Sure you did. I'll never forget it. I mean, you had your hair in braids. You wore a pink bathrobe.
Pink? With a little lace trim?
Yes.
And matching slippers?
Yes.
Ham! That wasn't me, that was my sister Virginia.
You can't... That was Virginia. How could I forget that?
Oh, hi, Rose. Oh, Rose, now come on. You're not still mad at us because we changed your Woman of the Year application.
Honey, we're so sorry. I just hate it when you're mad at us and get like this.
Okay, you're forgiven.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Well, I thought it all over and you were...
What's going on? Where's Sophia?
She's locked herself in the bathroom. She has pre-wedding jitters.
Sophia? It's me, Max. Now what's all this nonsense about not wanting to get married?
Oh, Max, I love you with all my heart. The time we've spent together has been some of the happiest.
Complex. Salad, not Julius.
Rose, maybe you ought to work on the knishes. Or did you have an uncle who was a Mr. Potato Head?
Dorothy, you're just cranky because you haven't had a cigarette in a while.
Maybe a little, but I'll tell you the truth. I really think I'm over the worst part of it.
22 years working the prime noon to 8 shift at the Minneapolis Excelsior Hotel.
I don't believe it. Where did you live in Minneapolis?
Oh, 22 years, lots of places. But my last home was near the intersection of Bartholomew and 3rd.
Oh, that's a lovely neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you leave?
They used to tell me I was building a dream with peace and glory ahead.
Ma, why are you sitting here in the dark?
Conserving electricity for those who will still be living past Saturday. Put out your hands, Dorothy.
What for?
So I can say hello like Magic Johnson. So I'm going to give you some of my personal things. My bank book, some stocks.
Oh, Ma, come on now. This is crazy.
It's my late night at the counseling center. Oh. But what are you doing here? Blanche told me she was sending you out on a date.
Oh, she did.
Didn't it work out?
Well, let's just say Blanche has in her head what type is right for me, and she's way off.
I'll bet I could sit here for a minute and tell you what your type is. I'm good at this. Gosh,
About how nice you were to my brother and how proud I am to have such a sweet person as my friend. Now I can't say it.
Well, sure you can.
No, I can't. You just ruined it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I forgive you, Rose.
None. No, I hate waiting.
I hate hospitals.
I hate when the people put each other down on Love Connection.
Dorothy, I got here as fast as I could.
Stan, how'd you know where to find us?
Well, I had second thoughts about the price of the ring the girl...
Rose, some of his paintings are worth thousands of dollars. Oh, here. This is a dekimmel on this brochure for the exhibit.
I don't get it.
This kind of art does nothing for me.
But you have to open your mind to new perceptions. This is non-representational art. I work in...
And do you see how I convey humor with my cycle of blues and grays?
Oh, yes.
You're idiots. The only humor here is my own. It's your great stupidity. This picture no more echoes Monet than any of you echo... I have AIDS.
Rose, what are you doing? You just bet against us.
Oh, I guess I got carried away with the cool part.
Rose, I could just smack you.
I have 85.
Give me that
I have 9.
thing.
Going once, going twice. Unless you ladies would like...
Girls, quick, I need some advice.
Wear half as much makeup and twice as much underwear. Take it as a standing recommendation.
Sophia, I need advice on these earrings. Are they dressy enough for a really nice dinner?
Oh, Blanche, don't tell me you're seeing Tom Gallagher again.
No, I'm not. I'm seeing that man I told you about.
He's not like that. He's very special. He's not the type of man who wants to hop into bed after just one date.
And this is one of his attributes?
I love it. In fact, I think I love him.
Oh, honey, Rose, that's wonderful.
But I'm probably the most patient person you know. Go ahead, try to think of somebody else. I'll wait.
You tell me honestly, you don't think there's something lacking in this relationship?
No. I think you're a kind, generous, caring man.
As far as this physical, this is a private matter. Whatever we buy is nobody's business but our own. I'd like a package of these, please.
And, I'll take these.
Tunder the mediocre became Tunder the magnificent.
Guess you didn't want to change the monograms on his towels.
Well, Tunder the tiger spent so much time performing that he didn't have enough time to spend with his wife. Well, she told him that she missed the time they had together when he was just me.
Cry or commit you.
You just leave it to me. I know in my heart he'll be here.
Rose, just so I get this straight, you never actually met Bob Hope.
No, but I'm sure looking forward to it.
Riverboat floating down the Mississippi Delta. Finish the damn story, Blanche.
Anyway, it was at a Southern seafood fry that I proudly dragged Kathy Lee over to meet my folks. Well, my mama took one look at Kathy Lee and forbade me ever to see her again.
Why? That's the point. I want to return the second, but I don't know how to tell which is which. That's where you come in. What do I do?
Well, there's only one thing I can think of. We used to do it back on the farm, and I may be a little rusty, but I guess it's worth a shot.
Whatever it is, do it. I'm desperate.
Okay. Here goes.
You have nothing to worry about.
Who said I was talking about my future? You three aren't exactly spring chickens, you know.
She's right. One way or another, we're all in the same boat.
I know, but right now our big problem is Lillian. We obviously can't take care.
Look our best.
Don't worry, ladies. After Eduardo does a woman's hair, the years melt away. She is transformed into a breathtaking, sensuous, vivacious goddess of beauty. I tried to get all that on a sign, but they charge by the letter. Perhaps we should begin by...
You are my best friend. Just like I'm your best friend.
Best friend? Please, you aren't even my favorite child. When you were 13, there were neighbor children I liked better. Best friend. How about picking up a tab once in a while, pal of mine? Well,
I won't go if you don't want me to, but I do want to go, so can I?
Would your mother let you go?
No.
Then go.
Thank you! Oh, you're the best! I'll see y'all later.
Isn't she something? I'm really proud of her. Now, if I could just manage to rope myself a doctor that easily.
Everything slides back and you look like you just had a facelift.
Oh, you're right. I'm gorgeous. I'm going to have to meet men lying down.
I thought you did.
Of course, that way, not only does your face...
Pedicure.
Well, I'm 80-something, and I've seen more death and dying than any of you. Over the past 5 months, we've seen a perfectly healthy, energetic woman waste away. She can't do anything anymore. So what difference does it make that they don't have a name for it yet? It's still something. There were lots of diseases they didn't have a name for.
I think they should name it after you. Zbornak syndrome.
Zbornak syndrome. That sounds like a chess move. Devereaux's disease has a nice ring to it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was just a thought.
It's him. Who? I can't believe it.
I saw him first, too.
What am I going to do?
Just calm down. I'll show you an old Sicilian trick. This is how I grew up poor and managed to eat in the best restaurants in all of Italy. Watch. Look, learn.
It's awful! Swill! My little girl is going to have a baby by artificial insemination. I just can't bear to think about it. I'm just being silly, aren't I? I had to pay for it. I certainly haven't.
She's always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Fine. Make jokes. I'd just like to know how you all would feel if you thought you were going to have a test tube for a son-in-law.
Positive direction.
That is a very good point. I mean, she might be totally devastated. So no matter how bad the news, let's just smile and show her that we believe in her.
Guess what?
No! I got the job!
but you're so successful.
I'm also 60, and I'm miserable. Oh, I went to law school so I could fight for the little guy. Now I'm fighting for multinational corporations. I'm so frazzled I find myself sneaking into the washroom to make balloon giraffes. Hi, sweetheart.
You are driving the Lincoln tonight, aren't you?
Sure. Oh, two things. We're doubling with Phil and Nancy tonight. Two things you have to remember. Call them little people. And they hate to be patted on the head. I found out the...
Something wrong?
I don't know what you see in me, Miles.
I see you.
But why me? I thought you'd like Blanche.
Well, I like Blanche very much. So does Blanche. That's better.
I feel so dumb around you.
I like you very much, Rose. You know, you're very special. I'm just lucky to be smart enough to see it. You know, life's a ball...
Cheese? Why don't we go really high fiber and spread ketchup on cardboard? Pizza, damn it, get pizza.
That's funny, the phone book is missing again.
Wait a minute, where's Ma?
Is my car gone?
Yeah, your car is fine. My car is gone.
That's her drive.
I'm not Sheila Patterson's daughter.
You can't treat me like this. I'm going to my room.
Oh, Ma! I have the strangest sense of deja vu from when I was 14, except I'm Ma and she's me.
What are you going to do about her?
Well, I've got to be...
You're just so much like him.
But I'm not him.
I feel like a fool.
Oh, Blanche, honey. It's never foolish to hold on to a memory. Sometimes it's all we're left with.
I miss him so much.
Okay, how about when you were unmarried and pregnant?
I remember your exact words. Get out of my house, you're dead, I have no daughter named Dorothy.
Sure, in that tone of voice, it sounds bad. But I'm supporting you now. Didn't I come here to live with you in your twilight years?
Ma, these are your twilight years. But maybe, possibly, I've managed to teach them a little something. Now, doing stand-up was like having sex with Stan. I was nervous before. It felt pretty good during it. And I'm absolutely thrilled that I will never have to do it again. I brought you an extra blanket.
Thank you.
Seems like old times, huh?
Oh, I love this house. I love this room. I just feel so safe here. After I'd visit Mom in the hospital, I always was so glad to come back here. Now here I am again. Only this time...
Unfortunately, when he got to Duluth, he took a left instead of a right, and he wound up back in St. Olaf. That's how he got his nickname, Wrong Way Geflückenflanken.
Rose, how is this a story about faith?
Well, when he got back, it was the dead of winter. Tired and
Spunk. Imagine finding that carving in here. Kitchen, bedroom. I knew it was a room I was good in.
Burke.
You eat nothing but rice.
Good morning, ladies. Dorothy, a popsicle stick purse for you. Sophia, a popsicle stick potpourri box. And for you, Rose, 2 lovely popsicle stick earrings.
So, Blanche, how are we enjoying ourselves?
No one can help you with that decision, Dorothy. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I won't be around forever. I'd like to know there was someone here to love you and take care of you like you take care of me. Maybe he could give you a bigger allowance. I mean, it's nice now and then to buy something that's not generic.
Could I see that? Next time I'll ask you to hand me the candlestick. Look, Ma, it's not so terrible if I go to the wedding alone. Hi, Rose.
It's not fair.
You know, I don't know what happened. We got in the car, we were going to my place. Well, she wanted to go to my place. And then she didn't want to go to my place, and the next thing I know, we were headed for the airport.
Oh, that is low. Not only do you take advantage of her, but you take her to the one area in town that has the cheapest motel rates.
Smooth, they could have filleted themselves. I hate you.
Rose, what in hell are you doing? It is 2 a.m.
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to get up and make a batch of Sparerhoven Krispies.
You let a plumber get away?
We don't need him.
Like hell! I'm going after him.
Come on, Dorothy, let's move this little beauty. Okay.
Oh, wait. No, honey, she won't budge. Oh, Rose, I don't think we're going to be...
Clearly state that any derogatory remarks about the king are grounds for immediate expulsion.
Maybe you ought to join an organization that is a little less fanatical in its devotion, honey.
Like what, Blanche? The PLO?
Is anyone as nervous as I am?
Well, nobody knows me.
I can't believe you. Are you ever going to get over my being a single mother?
It's just that I have a reputation in this town.
Cheesecake, Mom.
Well, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you.
You don't sound...
Dorothy, you know what this means?
White wine with dinner?
Do I look like I'm laughing? Here, read this note.
If Kevin Kelly doesn't play in Saturday's game, Dorothy Z sleeps with the fishes.
Dorothy, please, give the kid a D.
Oh, come on, Ma. It's just a prank.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't think you...
Come in.
Ma, where are Blanche and Rose?
Oh, they wanted to browse in the gift shop. They're having a sale on John the Baptist placemats.
Ma, do you remember that summer you told me I didn't get into girls?
The family plot. He never should have married her. She hates all of us.
Not true. She hates you. Oh, Ma, don't you think this feud between you and Angela has gone on long enough?
It's 26 years. In Sicily, that's not a feud. In Sicily, people scream at each other for centuries. And they throw pasta at each other. Pasta. Hot damn!
It's happened! It's finally happened! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
I take it we now get the Disney Channel?
Even better! You are looking at the winner of this year's Volunteer Vanguard Award.
Oh, Rose, honey, what are you talking about?
I know you're feeling cocky enough to wing it.
I came because I was thinking, at our age, the last thing you say to somebody might be the last thing you say. So, I just want you to know that I'm sorry, Sophia. I want to take you to the concert.
Bobby.
Facciabella!
What?
A coroner's investigation proved that Moran staged the whole thing.
He's alive? And he knows that Miles is seeing Rose, and Rose knows me, and they always hold the prettiest one hostage. Oh, if I could just do something to make myself less attractive. Only Agnes is a real problem. Now, Rose, here's a part of the plan you may not like.
Oh, Dorothy, did you and Sophia patch things up?
She's in her room napping. You know, it's so ironic. I sent her to that home, and there she...
Before I go, I just want to say, it's been wonderful seeing the open, honest, and loving relationship you're having with Aurora. You've been great. I love you, Mama.
Wait. I'm not as perfect as you think I am. There's something you ought to know. I'll get the baby's things.
Come on, it's 6:30. We're already 5 minutes behind schedule. Rose, before you bring in the sauce, tell us what ingredient you added.
Well, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'll give you a hint. They're sugary and they're great.
Everybody loves them.
You sit right down here, Angelo. I got a surprise for you, Zabayoni, your favorite.
Sophia.
And that's the new batch.
About taking up sculpting.
Really, Doris?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said you'd like to help him mold his clay or buff his marble anytime.
Rose, you're such a kidder.
What is sex?
I'm not saying I want her to go to prison. I'm saying if she goes to prison, we have the theme for the party.
Girls, do I have news for you?
Rose, where have you been?
Trying to get hold of the fire inspector who inspected Shady Pines. I just wanted to double check that there wasn't anything wrong with the building.
Oh, honey, you gotta burn this. I look like the Rocketeer.
Blanche, forget about your hair. That is Rose's husband with you.
Who, Charlie? No, I never met Charlie.
You not only met him, you slept with him, just like you sleep with everybody.
I most certainly do not.
Oh, come.
Say that the cause of death was a stab wound inflicted by a steak knife. We know Miss Devereaux had steak for dinner. Given these facts, unless somebody has something else, we got enough to make an arrest.
My, Mr. Officer, I do declare your sweet words could charm the morning dew right off the honeysuckle.
Where it doesn't belong. Just like that old dog Sandy we used to have. God, your father loved that dog.
Can you believe that? After I bared my heart and soul to that woman.
Oh, Dorothy, you hide things from her all the time.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
Didn't work last night, and it's not gonna work tonight.
Ta-da! Come on, put it on.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The stone goes on top, Rose.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Oh. Oh, my. Sign me up. I would love to help.
You? Oh, you turned the telethon into a disgusting manhunt.
A disgusting manhunt. What a great idea! Oh, see, we'll all get dressed in little safari outfits, and we'll have the men in cages.
Man, I feel renewed. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
And maybe you should share some of that happiness with your sister.
Ma, face it, we just don't get along.
Your family, you should force yourself to get along. She needs you.
Oh, Dorothy. Gloria, hello, we were... Oh, Ma, come on, this is crazy. I probably told you sometime and just forgot.
He says he's proud of you, Dorothy.
Ma, I just don't understand all this. I mean, maybe there is a whole lot I don't know. Super... Rose, it's late. What are you doing up?
I'm just cleaning up some things on your mother's will.
Oh, you mean the legal language?
No, I spilled some sauce.
She's right. This violates the privacy of her relationship, and I think you should take it back.
You're just trying to make that old stupid sweatshirt of yours look better. Besides, I can't take it back. I paid in advance.
Can't you get a refund?
Well, no, I paid with Nature's credit card.
Dennis, she just said she was 19.
Well, look at her now. You don't call that a tragedy?
Ma, it is going back, and that's final. Go ahead, Blanche.
No, the mood has been ruined. Suffice it to say, it involved a men's club, a vine rope, and a large bottle of Absorbine Junior.
Malcolm!
Dorothy, I hope you don't mind me dropping by, but, well, I got an advance copy of the book review, and I thought you'd like to see our article in print.
Are you kidding? Oh, let me read it. 19th century...
Oh, that sounds so hard. Thank God I was pretty.
Dorothy, I'm sorry I won't be able to quiz you. Jake and I are due at the Hubbards, but I have a book here that should help you prepare for your Jeopardy tryout.
The St. Olaf High School yearbook? No. Thanks anyway.
British accent, have you seen him?
Why are you asking me, Blanche? The man's so blinded by carnal desire that he would throw away everything he holds dear for one forbidden kiss.
Come on, Miles, lay off the rum cake. That's beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. That looks like something you'd see on a calendar in a muffler shop.
Oh, go on. Do you really think that's right for Miles? He's never seen that side of me before.
You mean the wanton rose? The harlot?
Look, this is a very easy job. You know who did it before you? A tape recorder. So enjoy it. This is my way of saying thank you.
No, I appreciate the gesture, but I think I'm better off in high school.
Why? What can you get there that I'm not giving you here?
A student like you.
See ya.
I don't think that would be a very good idea right now.
What did the doctor say?
He said that the next few hours were very crucial and that even if she makes it, she may need a lot of physical therapy, and her insurance doesn't really cover that, and I don't know what we're gonna do.
Don't you worry about...
Stanley, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind? You're ruining the biggest day. When I sleep with Lucas, I'm not alone. There's this phantom of you there, and he has the haunts of his prior relationships, and, well, I can't pretend you're not a part of me.
So what are you saying? You slept with this guy?